We have been this month.
It's been a historical spring so far weather-wise. What the record books say about the chilly April weather we're seeing. Good evening, I'm Kristen Mayorano. Thanks for staying with us tonight. Well, as we wrap up the month of April, we find ourselves bundling up in heavier coats and jackets before we head outside. News Channel 18's Brittany Tyner joins us now with more details on how overall April was actually colder than March. Brittany, hi.
Yeah, that's right, Kristen. For the second time in history, we have had chillier temperatures during the month of April than we did in March, and chillier temperatures may mean changing some plans. This is what the playground at Columbian Park in Lafayette looked like on March 28th. Just a month and a day later, it sits practically empty, but the families that did venture to the park Sunday were bundled up. Alicia Hathaway says she didn't leave the house without extra clothes for her kids.
We had to add a few extra layers and make sure they kept their hoods on, and got him some socks. He normally takes them off, so.
News Channel 18's meteorologist Jesse Hawila says for the second time in history, having to bundle up for outdoor activities was more common during the month of April than March.
Normally we expect April temperatures to be on average around 10 or more degrees above what the average is for March. So if you take every day in March, average the temps, and average the temps of every day in April, this April was actually cooler than what it was in March, which is abnormal. In fact, it's only happened one other time, and that was in the mid-1800s.
Hawila says the unusually high temps in March were caused by a high-pressure ridge that moved into our area from the south.
What it does is it pulls in a lot of warm, moist air, and it stayed around our area for much longer in March than it should have. In fact, we were in the 70s and 80s a lot of days in March.
Hawila says precipitation for this spring has also been unusual. He says we are running about 1 inch to 2 inches below average. Jan Masterson from Delphi says she's ready for more rain and warmer weather. She says her flowers that she planted in March have been struggling through April.
We could use the rain though. Our flowers out front are wilting. Too cold to water them and they're just kind of laying over, so they need it.
Hawila expects temperatures for May to be around average. Although Jesse predicts an average temperatures for next week, he says as we make the transition to May, we will see much warmer temperatures. But I'll let him tell you more with your first look at weather. Jesse, when can we expect a warm up?
Yeah, Brittany, we've got a big